What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Simulation for the Nation, and welcome back to Oakfield Farm, where today we have finished our spring drilling yesterday. So this morning, we're going to put away our machines. We're going to wash these drills down and park them up under cover for the rest of the spring, summer, and then we'll pull them back out again in about 6 months' time. But we pulled out both machines, pulled out the big guns, so that both A and B team were firing yesterday. We managed to get in the region of about 70 acres drilled yesterday, just to get everything tidied up, which is good news. We finished up with some spring oilseed rape in one field, and then we had spring barley, spring oats in the remaining two. So we're all done, which is great news. So what we're going to do this morning, like I say, is we're just going to start with the New Holland here. We're going to jump into this. And we've got a pressure washer just more kind of located around the corner here. So we'll drop this one off around the corner here. We might just see if we can get it unfolded as well. Makes for a little bit easier cleaning. And then yeah, we'll get this one all pressure washed down and we'll find somewhere to keep it out of the way, I think. Perfect. Give the tractor a bit of a wash as well. It's starting to get a bit of a cover to it. So we've got these two machines to do. We're going to get these all wrapped up and we'll get them put away somewhere. And then we might just come back here. We're going to go for a little drive after this because we need to go and pick up some silage. We don't have any at the moment. I've just fed the cattle this morning and we're currently without, so we'll get some silage and then yeah, we'll be good to go for the next foreseeable few weeks. So yeah, lots to do, so we best get cracking. Okay, everybody, we have managed to get everything washed down. So what we're going to do now is shut the doors. So we're going to take a little bit of a drive up the coast. We need to go and get some silage. Now I have a contact on the west coast there who has a stock of silage bales left over as it stands at the moment, which is great news for us. So what we're going to do, we're going to take the New Holland for a spin, which I've already hooked up to the trailer on the corner here. And we'll go and see if we can get some silage bales for our mixed ration here, because the cows really need that extra little bit of nutrition from a mixed ration diet rather than just a hay diet at the moment. So it kind of needs must, but we'll get on. So I thought it'd be nice for us to take out the New Holland today, see how it handles on the road, give it a good pacing up the road there, and see what we can go and find really. So for now we're just going to head on out. What we're going to be doing here, let's bring up our map. Now we are going to go back up towards the village, and then we're going to head back out. We're going to head due north really to begin with, and then there's a little bit of dual carriageway we're going to turn onto in about 20 minutes, and then we've only got a short stint along the dual carriageway before we spin back onto some narrow roads, and we're not that far away, all being said, so it shouldn't take us too long at all. I do need to disengage my four-wheel drive, don't need that up. Some lights on the go. Perfect. Alright, so at this stage, as a farm update really, we are bang up to date with where we should be really. Everything is in the ground now. We're going to give it a few weeks to establish. We don't need to think about putting any pre-emergence down. It's all looking quite good, so we're good in that respect. But we do just need to give it a couple of weeks to kick on, and when we start to see the initial signs of some emerging crops, then we'll probably look to come in with a little boost of herbicide just to kill off any weeds and let the crop have the best fighting chance of growth really. So at the moment we've got a little bit of downtime almost, which is great news. Really is nice to have a little bit of quiet time after a busy spell. We need the grass to really kick on. We do need a lot of growth here, so we don't have to buy as much silage in the future. But there's not a lot we can do about that, so we just got to wait to see what happens there. But hopefully that'll kick on very shortly. Yeah, so other than that, Barry's taking a little bit of time off, a bit of well-deserved rest. And I'm just going to fiddle on with a few chores here and a few errands around the farm, and we should be good. Alright, so let's head on up to the village there. We'll just cruise on up. The variable transmission in this New Holland is very smooth. So you just essentially need to click it into gear and just find your range and you're good to go. Nice and quiet on the roads today, which is handy because sometimes the motorists around here are atrociously behaved. Don't really give any consideration for the larger vehicles here, so it's nice to see the roads a little bit quiet. Excuse me. So how are you all doing today? This is Saturday as we record this. Do, if you get a moment guys, check out the latest episode of A Grown Understanding, which will be released today on Saturday morning actually, featuring the one and only SimStation, so it's definitely worth checking out there. Very interesting man, lots to talk about. We could have probably kept talking for quite some time, to be honest, but we managed to kind of cut the recording short to about 90 minutes or so, so it's definitely worth checking out there if you get a moment or two. There will be links at the end of this video as well for the rest of the series if you've yet to see them. But yeah, keep an eye out for that one. That is coming up very shortly, and it should be quite an interesting watch. Alrighty guys then, so as we approach this roundabout, we're going to just leave it here for a little while, and we'll come back to you when we're nearly at the next farm we're going to pick some silage up from, so we'll catch you very shortly. Well, welcome back everybody. We are probably about 5 minutes away at the moment. We're just cruising along the dual carriageway here. At the moment, it takes about 20-25 minutes to get here, so we're kind of on track for the half-an-hour travel time. We're just going to head up. There's a roundabout coming up here, and assume there's no one behind me, which there isn't. Just pull across into the outside lane here. We're going to go right at the roundabout, and then we've got a little bit of minor road travel to do. Then we should be good. Lovely part of the countryside, this, it really is. Although it is starting to look a little bit grey out, so I'm not sure that we're going to get very good weather for much longer. Good job, we're not relying upon any dry weather right now, that's for sure. Nice little castle over on the hill there. So we're actually buying some silage today off a friend of mine. Now he has his own. There's a couple of friends I have up here who sell straw and hay. One of them hasn't quite got his supply ready yet, so we'll be coming back to him in the near future for some silage. But the other gentleman we're going to see has some square and round bale silage available. So we're going to go and buy some round bales off him for now because they're a little bit cheaper. So that'll keep us going for the short term. And then yeah, hopefully, like I say, we only need to make a couple more of these runs, and then we'll have enough of our own ready to go. We're just going to hang out right here. No one coming. Oh, there's a car there. Ooh, get round. That was close. So he has now diversified his business into the straw pellet and fodder sales, along with farming. So he farms a large range of cereal crops, predominantly. I think this spring, for example, I think he's mainly focusing on spring barley, spring wheat, spring oilseed rape as well. But a lot of this, he bales most of the straw except for his OSR straw, and he'll use that for making straw pellets, which go towards renewable energy, which is pretty cool. And he's doing very well at it by all accounts, so well played to him. I believe he does also have a semi or a flatbed truck here that we would be able to, he'd be able to haul silage down to us, but that's added expense really. At this time of year my machines are kept kind of quiet, so especially now we've just finished seeding, so it made little sense to pay that extra haulage cost when I can come and do it all myself. And we're just heading up here. So somewhere up here, I'm going to find, all being well, at least I'm going to find a telehandler, and I'm going to find a stack of silage bales. So we need to go and have a look for those. There's trucks here, at least that's a good start, along with a whole host of machines. But we're just going to pull up to here. Oh, he's even got his combine out, it must be antsy, ready to get started. Okay, I'm going to pull up here, and then we'll go and see if we can find my friend, and see if we can get some silage bales on board. Right then, everybody, we are heading away. We're done. We've got a load of silage bales on the back. I think we've got 12 all in all. Oh no, sorry, that's a lie. I think we've got 24. Beg your pardon, 24, which is good. Should last us for a while. Keep us ticking along at least, if nothing else. So we're gonna head on our way now. We're gonna get ourselves down to. We're gonna get ourselves down to the main road again. And then yeah, we shouldn't take too long to get back, hopefully about half an hour or so, and then we'll be able to get these fed to the cattle, keep them happy, and we'll be able to get ourselves on our way. So that's all very good news. Make sure we get around that corner without any problems. Hey presto, and we're done. So we'll fly on out now, take these country roads back, they get to the dual carriageway, and from there it's almost a slingshot straight back down to Oakfield, so it shouldn't take us too long at all. But yeah, nice little Saturday job here. Good to get this out of the way with, and then we can focus ourselves back on to getting ready for the grass work really when that comes around, probably in the next few weeks or so. But for now, we just got to get a few small little things lined up and ironed, little few kinks in the road ironed out. And one of those significant kinks right now is going to be ensuring that we get enough fodder for our livestock. I've already spoken to another friend of mine up in this region who is, like I said, preparing quite a large amount of hay and silage for sale, so we'll no doubt try and capitalize on that, which would be great. So we'll be probably coming back up here into this neck of the woods in the not too distant future, and we'll come back up for another load. But I don't mind doing it really. If we can help those guys out when we've got a bit of a problem and keep their business up and running, then that's fantastic. That works out really well for us. So yeah, we'll no doubt be back up here in a while. In the meantime, however, I'm going to keep trundling on down to back home, and then we'll get this all sorted out here. Nice little drive. It's cleared up a little bit now actually, so it's a nice day for a drive. So all being well, we should be home in about half an hour or so. Oh, there was a car coming that way. We'll just let this car go first. So far, very impressed. Oh, he's stopping to let's go there. Look at that. Very impressed with how the T7 is handling on the road here. Transmission operates very smoothly. Very smooth changes through the ranges here, particularly when you got a heavier load on the back. So that's very good. So I'm very pleased with this. Very efficient as well. Actually, it's purring along, just ticking over more than anything else when it's on the road. So that's handy. So yeah, all in all, very successful trip out. It handled the Vaderstart or the horse drill very well. 8-meter drill there was 9-meter drill there, so it wasn't a problem for it. So a good all-round machine for us here. No doubt we'll get a lot of use of it over the coming few years before we look to trade it in. So yeah, very happy with how everything's panning out at the moment. So yeah, for now though, we're going to head on back up to Oakfield as I mentioned there, and we'll catch you all when we're nearly home. Now then folks, we are back. We are, as I'm sure you all recognise, only a few miles away now from the yard. We're just going to slowly cruise on down here. Nice and easy drive again, nothing to worry about, no instances or issues, which is always the best way when you're hauling on the road. So we'll just cruise on down the hill here, and then we'll get ourselves pulled into the yard and we'll call it quits for the day. So as I was mentioning there, yeah, we've now got everything we need. We've got some hay, silage and straw at the yard. Not a lot of everything, but enough to keep us going. So we need to pull out the forage wagon. Probably we've got enough feed for now. We might do that for the morning, but we'll pull that out, give them a little bit more of a feed up, and then they'll be good to go. But next thing I want to try and look at completing on around the yard is to get a few more little implements for the for our little yard tractor, for the little Massey Ferguson. Just get a little brush on the back of there, maybe a yard scraper, and we should be able to get everything we need. So we'll have to figure that one out. But yeah, it's nice to have a lot of little projects on the go whilst we've got this downtime, because we all know that as soon as the crops start growing and we're ready for silage, then it'll be non-stop. So it's always better to get these out of the way now that we can, and we'll worry about everything else when we need to. So yeah, we're just going to keep cruising on down here. We're not too far away. As you can see, we've got a full load on the back here. Well, not a full load. We could have got another 4 or so bales on here, but we decided the 24 would be enough. Picked these up for about £7 a bale, which at the moment is about the going rate. It's silage has a very heavy variation to price, really, or demand supply, and this time of year when there's not a lot of grass around there, you do expect to see that price kind of rocket up. So we are paying the market rate. There's not a lot we can do about that. We just have to kind of go with it. So we are in need, and the demand is high, so we'll take what we can. So lucky to those who are selling silage at the moment. So I'm happy, but this will keep us going for best part of probably 10 days now, so that's good. So we'll just keep an eye on it, see how it goes, and then see what we can do moving forward. But yeah, hopefully only, like I said, another 6 weeks or so until we can get our first cut of silage out the ground, and then we'll be looking much better. But yeah, that is just how it goes with farming when you're starting up a new farm. Not everything is readily available for you, unfortunately. So right now we're probably just going to pull this trailer up to the very end of the yard, next to where that trailer load of seed is, and we'll leave it there for now. Left the rear end of the JCB sticking out just a fraction too much. we took that seed down to the shed as well. We're finished with that for now. Might as well get that out of the elements. Okay. Switch that off. So as you can see there, we do have our cattle all settling in now since they arrived a few days back. They've got a bit of grass coming through on the hill. We could do a little bit more ground for them. We're always on the lookout. I'm trying to find a lease for some more ground. If I bring up my map again quickly, I do believe there's a farmer who potentially could be looking into leasing some ground down in the kind of southeast corner here, just behind the garden centre. So I'm going to see if I can try and put a good proposal in for him. Sometimes there's quite a bit of demand for free or available land, so we'll have to see what we can do there. But if we could get those 3 fields on lease, that would be excellent and really increase our output. But we'll have to wait and see. For now though, we are just going to have a spot of lunch actually, and then we'll come back out and we'll get everything fed up here. So at this point I'm just going to call it a day for now. So thank you very much for watching as always. Don't forget to hit that like button if you've enjoyed what you've seen today. If you haven't, hit that thumbs down, and if you're not already, do subscribe to the channel. It really does help us out a lot here. But until next time, thank you very much for watching as always. Do remember to stay safe, enjoy what you're doing, but most importantly, happy farming.